Hey guys, I just want to give a look at my formation here. I think I've got it down to a bit of a science now. We'll let the AI do its thing and see if it screws me over. Because there is a way for this to go wrong. It's just a very small chance. Alright, well, it's possible that it happens now. Okay, good. He stayed there. Excuse me. Alright. So with this formation, basically Persona and Tau have high dodge rate. Like for the chances that they're going to get killed are very small, even though Persona's 4-star. He's got some decent-ish gear. He's only got about 30,000 health, I think. 44. Not even close. Alright. That's actually probably with the bonuses from Jack's sets. I have my aggro pieces from Bearman on Jack right now. Alright, so basically, Jack pulls the aggro to the one side. Now, Bearman's no good for this, so you're going to have Jack. Everything in this map on the fourth one is stun immune, so it's no good for you. And everything's got like 1,000,000 health, so Jack is pretty king here. You always are going to want to focus down Nirvana. If you're going to take out the minions, I suggest leaving one of the Bearman clones alive. Because they're the easiest to deal with. They don't take away your mana, they have a small stun rate. It's not that hard to deal with. But with this formation, normally the first character gets pulled by the aggro from Jack and goes to the center square. And Persona and Tau don't get touched at all. Which is why I have Chenny over there with Jack, because she's got a ghost step and can dodge like crazy. Also, she's got like really huge defense. You probably already know my Chenny's pretty stacked. But with that, if I do draw the aggro from the first minion and it goes into the center square, it's 100% going to happen the same way every time. If aggro doesn't pull it and it attacks here, there's a chance that Nirvana could go to either side and heal the Bearman minions, as opposed to putting the heal on the minion that's in the first slot there. So I have to be aggro dodged for this to not work smoothly, and then I have to have Nirvana move. Those are the only things that could happen, and I've gone to great lengths to make sure that my characters survive the first turn no matter what happens, as well as me being able to pull Nirvana on the first turn. Pretty straightforward, normal stuff. Tau has Water Walk. Just want to put that out there. Which is really awesome for a map that's got water on it. Excuse me. I'm going to throw this debilitating weakness down on Nirvana and hope he doesn't counter me. Tau's not going to be able to do the animation because the game is lagging like pretty damn hard. Okay, I'm going to put Moo right here. I'm going to go for the heal. No sense to heal Jack and Chenny since they're not damaged. The other thing is Jack's going to very likely pull aggro here again. So if I leave him right here, and he gets attacked, he'll get attacked by all 4 minions quite often. As you can see, this minion right here can walk down on the spikes and come over to this spot and hit him with the stun on the angle, and I just want to try to minimize my chances of being stunned, so I'm going to put Chenny right here and attack Nirvana instead of attacking the NPC to widen my area damage. Also, I want to be able to get the compound effects from the co-op attack on Nirvana as well. But mostly, I just don't want to be attacked on Jack by 4 minions. It's really freaking annoying. Though there is still a chance if the 2 minions that look like Sion, if they crit my Jack next turn, it is still possible for Jack to die. But at this point, I don't really need Jack. With now that I have Tau's weakening and defense debuff on, it's pretty hard to lose. Moo goes down. No big deal. And we clean this up nicely. I'm going to do a few more tries. Hopefully I can get a cleaner run. Plus, I really hope I can get 100 genes again. That would be pimp. My highest run, I got 114 genes. It's pretty sweet. I took a screenshot. It was on my phone, so I had to text it to myself. Oh, I had the hopes. Had the hopes. Still a pretty damn good pull, though. 50, 57. Oh. Did not mean to exit there. Screenshotter, it didn't happen, am I right? 33, 37, 44. Most badass run ever. Okay, what do we got? Okay, who's okay? You know what? I'll use Cowpie because I always ignore him for when he asks me to inspect him for a video on YouTube. The Lab Demon set is not amazing if you just read what was up there in chat. It's pretty terrible. If you have the Lab Demon set on your characters in PvP, what's going to happen to you every single time is it will spawn the potion and the character with it equipped will go and grab the potion instead of attacking who they should be attacking to win. And you're going to lose so many times. Just because of that. Like you're basically debilitating your hero from having any kind of contribution. I believe that's how it's going to work anyway. If it's anything, if Dimensional Breakthrough is any hint, it's going to work exactly like that. I think we'll leave Moo. Sorry, we'll put Moo back over here again, but we'll leave Chenny where she is this time, just for example. Watch Jack hopefully get pummeled by all four, and I really don't care if he dies, really. Pretty sure I got this on lockdown now. Alright, good. Oh wait, no, that's right. 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack. Yeah, so that's why I put Chenny in the middle. Oh, and Jack goes down. Oh well, I'm pretty sure we can still do this. I might just need to swap this out. We got the side advantage on Nirvana. Too bad I can't use the third skill, but my Tao's second and third skill are about the same percentage damage right now. The crits. Okay, and you know what? I get Hellfire here, but I'd rather save the Hellfire for the next fight, so if I don't kill it with a crit, that's fine. Oh, 194,000. What am I talking about? I have a weakening on there of 27.5%. Tao is such a good character. I wasn't really thinking too much about how good she is. More about how situational she is, which is specifically against bosses. She's not good in PvP. But I've been thinking a lot more about it ever since Ashen came out the other day. Because I kind of want to compare Tao to Asriel. Tao is better than Asriel. By quite a bit, in my honest opinion. Look at all these genes. Just going to go in here for a second. Now, Asriel definitely has higher stats. They are both attack type characters. He is tankier, he has higher attack, he's paper, which actually is probably a negative thing. They both have 5 movement. He's got the thorn bush. I don't know how that's called thorn bush either. There's no bush. But he's got the thorn bush advantage, which is no terrain damage and 20% attack on that. But he also has this great passive that ignores all terrain damage, so he can walk on any terrains that do damage to you. I don't know if he's got the ability to walk on all terrains, but any terrain that does damage to you, like poison or lava, he can walk on without taking damage, which is kind of nice. He's also got a passive HP recovery that's percentage based. I don't know how much it scales. I believe it is 1% per level, but I could be wrong. So it would be a max of 12%, which would be great. Nothing comparable to super tanks that are built for regen, probably. Probably not. If you want to compare it to maybe Lilith with an Eldrika's Trinity set, Asriel's not going to be the highest regen in the game, but he's going to have a pretty damn high regen. He'd be a sweet hero to have for your DB team if you really like cock blocking people from Hellfire. His third skill heals allies, increases their HP, and casts an HP drain effect for 2 turns. The drain effect, I believe, gets cast on the enemies. So any enemies that are hit by it, if they get attacked, there's a 10% of that damage is drained back into the attacking hero. So everybody's got a little bit of a heal if you're trying to take down a boss with Asriel, for example. I don't know the scaling on this, but it's probably a really damn strong skill. It does start at 144 though, so it's probably closer to the 170 to 180 range. At most 190%, I would say. So not super high. Now here's the skill that's kind of comparable to Tau. If the enemy is 50% HP or higher, they lose 5% of their attack and 2000 defense for 2 turns. So it's a 2-turn debuff. I believe the scale of the percentage gains puts it up to 17.5% attack reduction. I think somebody posted that in chat earlier. Bjork has Asriel, and he's going to be raising him. He got him to 5 stars and everything too. But the damage is not that great. What's cool about this skill is you can cast it in all directions, which is nice for a melee hero. But the debuff only works on enemies that are 50% or higher, so if you're thinking about any bosses that are actually really, really strong, it's not going to work on the second half of the fight. Now what's nice is it's a 2-turn debuff, so if you're really OP, there's very few bosses that take longer than 2 turns with your whole team attacking it to kill, so it would be alright for then. It's also going to protect your team because it reduces the attack by a certain percent, and there's a defense debuff, but it's a minor debuff. It also removes buffs, and here's the thing that I don't like. I think that removes buffs is probably the worst effect that you can have for a skill. Any buff that you have that is cast by a passive skill or something like that, maybe like a sigil on the map, they do not get removed by remove debuff skills because they're constantly casting. Even if they did, let's just say there's a brief instant they're debuffed, the buff is removed, they get cast again instantly because conditions are met for the skill or the sigil or whatever it is again, so it just goes back on. His first skill has MP drain, which is, I guess it's nice if you don't have any mana, take the mana from the other person too, but not particularly useful for a first skill. For a melee attacker, I really wish he had some more damage-oriented ability to it instead of take away MP. Because he's an attack type hero, but he's built kind of like a very high attack support type hero. And that's just what I don't like about him. I think in a boss fight, if you were bringing Asriel, Asriel would have a higher attack, but he would do less damage than Tau. Let's look at Tau real quick. Look at her skills. One of the best boss killers in the game in terms of, especially if you count like melee heroes, Tau is definitely pretty close to Jack, though Jack would work best with Tau, obviously. Why not have all the best if you can? Tau, Jack, and Lena would be like the greatest boss killing team. Maybe a carrot in there if they have a high crit rate for some reason, but that's not going to happen. But Tau's weakening is a 7.5%. It also lowers defense by 2,000, but that's at max. So Asriel's probably lowers defense by 2,700, like Chris's skill does. But this weakening means that any character that attacks the boss, and it is a 2-turn debuff also, does 27.5% more damage, which is like an obscenely large amount for such a simple debuff. Her third skill also has the attack debuff ability, and it goes up to 27.5% at maximum also, if memory serves. Let's see. Yeah, it's going up 2.5, and I got another 5 levels, so that's another 12.5, so that's 27.5. So, because Tao has a 2-turn debuff, she can throw this down first, put the damage thing on, and then if your party gets hit pretty hard, then you take another 27.5% away. Also, Tao has this amazing passive that's actually really, really cool. It says that her blood drain increases, but how this skill works, she always has drain. She has a passive lifesteal based off her attack. So she'll steal 20% of the damage she does, and her defense, which is really nice for an attack type hero with not that much defense. When she's beside a character, her defense goes up 1,500%. 1,500. So, just looking, my Tau doesn't have much defense right now. But she would go from 1990. Let's just round that up to 2,000. She would have 3,500 defense with basically no investment. I've got all basically attack and dodge items on her right now, even though she only does have 25% dodge. Dodge is actually really hard to cap. Unless you have a ghost out, then it's like shit, nothing. Like, I think my carrot's got about 40-some% dodge. But dodge is not really a practical skill for you. Anyway, she's got a huge crit rate with all that stuff, though, so I really don't care about her defenses. Mostly because I only use her for PvE. I could probably drop some hit rate, though. What do I have? MP, crit rate, crit rate, crit rate, crit rate. Yeah, no, not happening. Anyway, I think that Tau is just more equipped to deal with a boss than Asriel would be. But, you know, if you have a really hard rock boss that just one-shots Tau, then maybe you'd want to reconsider. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about that. Let's go into it, do one more time. Well, whatever, we'll do 2 more. Got 3 energy potions left, sweet. We'll do 2 more, and then we'll take a look at Nirvana and see where I got them already. It is currently 1:44 p.m. Didn't sleep at all last night. Waited up until 5. Played this for like an hour. Got Nirvana in that 1 hour. And then I fell asleep in front of my tablet. Completely exhausted. I ended up waking up again in my office chair in my basement. And then I went up to bed and had like a 2-hour nap. This game's got me hooked. The hooks. It's no good. I don't like strategies that have to use Hellfire, so I really don't need it for this, to be honest, but I don't want to waste the Hellfire. It makes it a heck of a lot easier. Anybody wondering about Grace? No, Hellfire is better in this map by a long shot. Like there's a lot of times where if you just do not have enough damage, then you're just screwed. It's like, oh crap, I got it down to like 1 shot. Is this enough to be able, like, it's right here. Like, say I'm looking at this character right here that I'm about to attack. Under the touch hand, if you're taking a close look. I'm not going to kill her with this attack. Not a chance I'm going to do that. I'm going to attack Nirvana, not her, because we already know that Jack might get killed. But I'm not going to kill her. I almost know for a certainty that I'm not going to kill her. Even if I got a crit, I don't think I would be able to kill her. It's a tough call because she's rock. But if I had Hellfire, I could turn it off. Now, say she had the buff that the one to the left has. Now she goes back to 4-star, full health, and that's kind of shitty for me. So, yeah, see, that would happen. So it's always nice to have Hellfire handy. It's better generally just to be able to have a team that you can predict what's going to happen to them to an extent, so you know they're going to be alive, than to have to rely on Grace to keep you alive. Though Grace is freaking awesome, don't get me wrong. Gotta love them bunnies. Oh shit, I just disabled my jack. Well, whatever. Hit this guy. Hey, nobody needs you, just want you to be at full health. Man, I'm really hoping for like 100 thing again while I'm recording. Do one more. Recruiting Lancer Alex is a knight's virtue for me, so why hasn't he been recruited yet? Can't wait until the 24th. Hopefully Nirvana doesn't sidestep me here. It's really annoying having to kill 3 members of the team and then walk all the way around. Oh crap. That is literally the worst thing that could have happened. Alright, well, we'll show how we can deal with this then, I guess. Or we'll just get stomped. Yeah, that didn't work well. Alright. In this position, because he put the buff on the Bearman guy over there, you gotta basically kill these right now. So I'm going to be using the attack debuff to hit both of them. I'll be running over here to heal with Moo. And I think I'm going to come back here and finish off with Chenny. As best, because I know I'm not going to kill that one Scion NPC right there. Alright, one down. Okay, when you're doing it this way, you want to leave one of these Bearmans alive. There's just no way to do it without it. I did not see my MP. I'm pretty sure I have enough. Yeah. Alright. You know, I'm actually going to leave Moo as the hero that stays back. Alright, so long as, no, I might as well leave Jack, actually. He can't really hit. So long as one of these heroes remains alive, you're basically safe from Nirvana. He's not going to start healing himself and make it impossible for you to kill him. If Nirvana does start healing himself, you've got literally your only option is kill him in one turn, or restart and save your time. Because he starts one-shotting your characters like that. It's the worst. He also starts casting the buff on himself, which gets really damn gay. It is nice that the NPCs hurt themselves. So it's much nicer doing it the short way. The only thing I don't like about Jack in this situation is that he doesn't have any aggro, which is really crappy. Oh, sweet, 69. That is a good way to sign out. Sexy. Alright, let's see how many genes we got. Pretty sure I might have enough to max his third skill now. Oh yeah, tons. Well, by tons I mean actually probably just enough. Alright, just looking at the skill, Nirvana looks amazing, but 75% of their attack over time does not seem that amazing. What seems amazing about the skill is the 4,000 defense and the 100 mana cost. Nirvana has a huge mana pool. I have him at 3 stars. He's already got 200 mana. 3 stars in level 1 with no gear on. So, no potentials. But he's already got 20% defense? Man, he's a strong character. Very strong, very tanky. But his heal is pretty damn good. This heal, I don't understand why it has to decrease defense by 4,800, but it looks like it's going to be again. I don't know. It's a tough call. The multipliers for these skills make them seem actually really bad. So I'm gonna have to test them out a little bit before I make any solid decisions about Nirvana, because his hitboxes are not good. Nirvana looks more like a me and the tank kind of team healer. He stays back. He heals the tank up with this. Maybe Bearman would be a good choice for that. As things that Jack doesn't need it. But Bearman's got the aggro, so if you want to have a real tank healer combination and start getting some real tactics going in this game, then that's probably what I would want to go with myself. I do like his passive. His passive, if you don't know, what increases here is the mastery, also the maximum amount of movement. So he can get up to +4 movement. I think he's fine with just the +2 movement, so I don't know if I'll even want to bother spending my time maxing the skill. But I'm getting genes fairly quickly, so I'm going to max up this heal. I'm probably going to max his auto attack before his passive, because I don't think his passive is very useful. I think his mastery is really high. Yeah, he's already got 82% mastery with nothing, so it shouldn't be that hard to max him out. Get those full heals. But I'm a little bit curious as to whether or not these heal modifiers are missing a 1 beside them. Because healing by percent of something's attack seems not good, to be honest, unless what it is based off the character's damage. Like if they attack, they heal that much. I don't know. I don't think that's how it works. I think it's at the beginning of turn, heal this amount over time kind of thing. So I'm going to have to play around with it, see exactly how it works. If you already know, then just post it in the comments down below. And I guess we'll do one more and just hope we get 100 genes while we have the energy. Bobby SK. You're my lucky gene farmer. You ever just go do something, come back, and then... Oh, here we go. I'm surprised this hasn't happened more often yet. This is generally how like 80% of them happen. I don't think it's happened even once since I was recording. This is how it almost always happens. I did it like 30 times. This is how it happened, and oh my god. Okay, that's shit. All right, I didn't even know that was even a possibility. I thought that he would heal if I have the NPC go into the middle, that he'll heal one of the ones in the middle every time. That is bad news bears for me. Gonna throw the Hellfire down. Just gonna have to do this crap again the long way. This is kind of wasted because he's gonna heal the full anyway. Nice. Alright, Nirvana's not dead. Sweet. And by Nirvana I mean Persona. You can do this the normal way. Got hope for you yet, Bob. Got a pretty nice positioning here also. Oh, shit! Double tap there by accident. Hopefully that doesn't ruin us. If I got that weakening down, I probably would have killed Persona on my next attack. Now I'm saying Persona instead of Nirvana. Oh well, whatever. Heroes that end in the letter A should just all die. I don't care if Persona dies. They really need to do some work on the prioritized targets for when you auto in this game. Oh man, when I saw the 35 I was hopeful because it wasn't a 15. Alright, well that's going to be it for this one. Enjoy.